Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my hometown of Whanganui in New Zealand. And yeah, Whanganui is one of the older towns in New Zealand. It was colonised in 1820 and followed by land wars between the British and the Maori indigenous people in about 1840. But of course the indigenous people have been here for quite a bit longer. Not too sure how long. The Maoris originally came over here in 600 to 1,000 years ago, but yeah, this is where I grew up. So this is the vintage weekend, an annual event in Whanganui, 3-day event. Most of it was yesterday, it's Sunday today. But there's a few bits and pieces going on down here. I'm with my parents. Steam train rides.
I didn't get it in yet. I know, it's got to try it in. There you go. Oh.
Today I'm going on a road trip with my parents. Yeah, it's Dad's birthday tomorrow, so we're heading down to Wellington, going on the Cook Strait ferry, Blue Bridge I think it is this time, and going down to a tiny little town called Renwick where my brother runs a pub down there. So Renwick's about half an hour drive from the Picton port. So yeah, about a 3-hour ride down to Wellington, and 3.5 hours, 3.25 hours on the ferry, and another half hour from Picton. So yeah, going on a road trip down there for a few days and over to Kaikoura and Reefton. So should be a good little trip. Hopefully it's not too rough on the ferry. Yeah, so we're in Wellington, close to downtown. Just waiting to get on the ferry, Blue Bridge ferry. The Strait Feronia.
It's a different layout to most of the boats.
Absolutely. There's a picture there. Go up there, cameras.
Right. So made it on the boat. Here's the Wellington Harbour. And how are you enjoying the trip so far?
Wonderful, thank you, sir.
Is it?
It's not my first one, though.
Okay, not too rough for you?
No.
Seems quite calm at the moment.
Yes, I'm going to see my relatives in the South Island.
Okay, oh brilliant.
Yeah.
So this is where we are between the two islands. We're taking a northerly route off the normal route, so it's going to be slightly longer. So about 3/4 of an hour away from Picton. Yeah, so really calm crossing today. A few weeks ago they had 4-metre swells, so they had to cancel all the ferry crossings in the Cook Strait for a couple of days. So yeah, it's been nice today. So we've come to the Omaka Heritage Aviaiton Museum, and I think this is run by Peter Jackson, or he's involved in it. His personal collection, I think. Highly rated, so I always like old vintage planes. There's a DC-3. So there's two exhibitions. It's either the World War I exhibitions or the World War II exhibitions, and apparently it's, you can't really do both in a day. Well, maybe you can, but it's quite a lot to see. But $25 for the World War I and $30 for the World War II. So this plane up here was used in the 1968 film Battle of Britain as a prop. Cool.
There are 1, 2, 3, there's a double line going up there. There are 4, 5, 6 machines wheeling and turning around. There are 100 machine guns today.
So here we are in the small town of Renwick, in top of the South Island, surrounded by the wine growing area, and we're at my brother's pub, Cork and Keg. English country pub, and it's for sale. So it's got 3 motel units and a really nice beer garden. Oh, I could have brought that down.
You could have, I couldn't find you.
But it's early morning, so the bar's not open. But got this cool wood-fired stove for the colder months. And there's a 2-bedroom flat upstairs. And today we're off to the coastal town of Kaikoura, so it's only a 2-hour drive. So I stopped here on the way, the store Kaikoura. So I've stopped here at Karaka Lobster. So yeah, they only had little small lobsters there, and looking at $100 for each one. So we're going to carry on into Kaikoura, and there's a dozen restaurants selling lobsters there, so maybe there's more competition, but if we're going to have one, want a bigger one as well. They're only about 6 inches long, 8 inches long. So here we are in Kaikoura, going to get some lunch. See if Dad wants lobster, so we'll see what we've got. We'll try this clay pot kitchen. Yes, I stayed at the top 10 holiday park in Kaikoura for one night. I stayed in this 2-bedroom unit. And today we're off to a town called Reefton. So still in Kaikoura, this is the Pier Hotel that they've extensively renovated. It's 130 years old. But the Pier Hotel is best known for the views. And in the colder months, these hills up here are covered in snow. You can see traces of snow up there, all up here. Yeah, so quite spectacular views, and these unusual rock formations. Almost looks like calcium deposits or something. Yeah, so, so this is a small little town called Waiau, typical New Zealand country town. Just stopped in here for a very nice coffee and a pie. And we're about 40 minutes from Hamner. I think we're going to stop there for some lunch. But yeah, cool little town. Wow, some really old, what do they call them, traps? Don't know if we can see through that netting though.
Foodway convenience.
So this is the quite cool town of Hamner Springs. Hi there. So this is my room in the old historic nursing home in Reefton. $105 for this room. Cheap for New Zealand. So this is the old nursing home. And over here we have the biggest tree I think I've ever seen. Hello. Cut that down.
Yeah.
I think it's the biggest tree I've ever seen.
It is a big tree, alright.
Massive.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to that Mahuna, Takaka, whatever it is up Northland, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know the Kauri. But I think
yeah,
this
yeah.
one's bigger.
When I was working in the bush, the biggest tree I ever cut down had a diameter of 8.5 feet.
8.5.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't as big as this one, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, it was a big tree. Yeah, it had a diameter of 8.5, 80 feet. So, because I used to work in the bush once, you see,
Yeah.
cutting down native timber.
Ooh. So this has got a girth of 1,600 centimetres, 1.6 metres. Wow.
No, see those branches on it even are bigger than what some other trees are.
Yeah.
The beauty, all right.
Massive.
Actually, if we get you a ladder.
So, welcome to Reefton, an old gold mining town, and we were staying at the nurses' quarters They had a bunch of guys coming in to have their meals and go out and do night shift for gold mining, so there's still gold mining here. And Reefton was the first place in New Zealand to have electric lights. So yeah, a lot of history here. Got an old steam engine over here, we'll go and have a look at it, eh? (1878). This engine was designed by Robert Fairley at Avonside, Bristol in 1878. The Fairley was one of 28 built at Avonside and designated R28. Her unique design enabled bogies to swivel in their frames. Her tender also swiveled. This feature was designed by Robert Fairley for the tight corners found on the tracks in Wales. So here we are on the west coast of South Island of New Zealand. We've left Reefton and we're in the Buller Gorge. Look at this. So this is the town of Murchison. Not much here, but we're going to stop for a coffee. So I got myself a t-shirt, one of these. For only $15. Yeah, so welcome back. Stopped here. Have a look at this plane. In between Renwick and Blenheim. Called the Argosy, and apparently they started up now and again, but not today.
And on the second button, it was right off the left button. And I thought, do I say something here? But of course, display frequencies are very...
Well, here we are, ready for takeoff. So here we are in Picton. Got about an hour to kill before hop back on the ferry. Yeah, so there's two ferry companies in New Zealand. One's Blue Bridge that we're on, and the other one's the Inter-Islander. The Inter-Islander are bigger ships. Here's one of them, the Kaikoura. Yeah, so over here's the main street of Whanganui. Across this bridge and straight up. That's Victoria Avenue. And yeah, when I grew up here the population was about 32,000, but I think it's about 50,000 now. So that's it from New Zealand. It's a wrap. Been here a couple of months, haven't been up to a lot, just catching up with the parents and my other family, and enjoying the summertime. So I think it's officially the start of autumn today, but yeah, my next video will be me flying out of New Zealand again and heading to Bangkok.